Hello my beautiful internet friends and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about some products I have been loving as of recently. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, probably not, it's okay. But for the past 2 or 3 months I have not done a monthly favorites video. I used to do a monthly favorites video every single month, like religiously, and then I kind of just stopped buying makeup at a very excessive rate, and when you do that you don't have a lot to talk about every single month. There would be some months where I didn't try any new product at all, so it's like I have nothing to share in a monthly favorites video. I'm just using the same old, same old. So I've been skipping doing those videos. I've kind of decided as of 2020, I'm not going to be doing monthly favorites anymore. I still will do like, you know, current favorites every now and again, probably like every couple months or so, just because I'm broke. I used to excessively spend money on makeup. Like that was like the only thing I would spend money on was makeup and like things I needed to survive. But now I've taken a step back from makeup. I'm like, you know what? I have plenty. I don't need to buy every single new launch from all of my favorite brands, which pains me sometimes because I'm like, damn, that looks nice. But, you know, you don't need every new makeup launch, and that's fine. I'm coping. I'm learning to live my life like that. I feel like I'm just rambling on and on about the same thing. But anyways, yeah, I have some favorites here I've been using for the past couple months. I want to share with you guys. There's not a ton here. There's like 5 or 6 makeup products and like 2 lifestyle products, but let's go ahead and just jump on into it. So I do have 2 different eyeshadow palettes here. I know, the one thing I probably do not need more of is eyeshadow palettes. If you have been a subscriber for a while now, you know eyeshadow palettes are like my kryptonite. That's like the makeup item I buy the most of is eyeshadow palettes. So even when I'm like cutting back on makeup, I still bought these 2 new eyeshadow palettes and a couple others, but baby steps, people, baby steps. The first one I want to share here is the one I have on my eyes today. It's a very boring, bland, neutral palette, I know. I just go through phases where I have like my one go-to neutral palette and I can't touch like any other eyeshadow palette. And right now for me, that is the ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. You can tell by how dirty and disgusting it is that I've absolutely been loving this palette. Anytime I just need a quick, easy go-to eye look, I will grab this palette because it literally has every single color under the sun you can need for like a neutral everyday look. It has a white, it has a black, it has shimmers, there's some warm tones in here, there's some cool tones in here. It just has everything I could possibly need for an everyday neutral look. So I've just been really loving it for everyday makeup. I really haven't been diving into color too much here anymore, and when I do wear color, it's the next palette I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, this is such a good like everyday go-to palette. You know what you're getting with this palette. The quality's beautiful. They're pigmented but not like too pigmented for a neutral, because you know how some neutrals are just like way too pigmented, and for like an everyday look you don't need that pigmented eyeshadow. It's so hard to explain, but I don't want like a pigment on my eyes every single day, you know? Just a standard good pigmented buttery eyeshadow, but not too pigmented. It's like the perfect sweet spot for me. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some of these shades for you because they're so freaking pretty. And again, it's a neutral palette, so it's like, Allie, we all have those, but some people don't have neutral palettes, you know? And I gotta recommend the good ones because there's some bad neutral palettes out there. Here are some swatches from the palette. I wanted to do, you know, all the tones I could find, plus some shimmers and mattes. I don't think I've used every single shadow in here quite yet, but I have used the majority of them. I've done like a purpley look with it, I've done a mauve look, I've done my everyday neutral like I'm wearing right now. I have played with these deeper, darker browns down here, and consistently, the shadows I have tried, they're all very nice. I haven't found like a dud shadow yet. This palette is a bit more expensive for ColourPop. It is $39, I believe. I could be wrong. I'll link it down below, but I think it's around $39. You do get, I think it's 30 shades in here. Yeah, 5 times 6 is 30, Allie. Yes, you get 30 shades in here. So, I mean, 30 shades for $39, not a bad deal whatsoever. Plus, this is like the only palette you would need forever if you just wear neutrals. You know, if you don't really play with color and you don't want to own 17 different palettes just to do a neutral eye look every day, this is like the perfect one-stop shop. Buy it, you're done for like the rest of your life until like you go through every single shade in here, which I can never imagine doing. But it's perfect for like beginners that are in like junior high and high school, even for more mature adults. I just feel like universally this is a good palette for pretty much everybody. I can't get over how dirty and disgusting this palette looks. Like, I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it's disgusting. I probably should clean this after this. Probably should have cleaned it before. This next palette is probably gonna surprise a lot of people that have been watching me for a while now because A, I never use this brand. This brand is a brand that I've like written off, but I did get it as a gift, which is why I gave it a chance. And it's not typically tones I've ever used before, but I think because I do have pinky purple hair now, I've been playing with those tones a little more. I know. The Morphe, what is this? The 39S palette. Listen, I know, me and Morphe, we haven't had the best of time together throughout the history of my channel for like the year or two I've been doing YouTube. we haven't been the best of friends. I know that, you guys know that if you've been here. Morphe doesn't have the best rep. If you don't buy from Morphe, I get it completely. But this was given to me as a gift, so you know what. So yeah, this is the Morphe 39S. It does have just, for one, this palette is huge. I mean, it's like bigger than my head. And I do have a pretty large head, so just for a size comparison. But yeah, this palette just has so many gorgeous like pinks and purples and mauves, and it does have some neutrals in here. I will say I don't play with the neutrals when I use this palette. I mainly use like the middle row shimmers and then like all these hot pinks and purples. That's where like I gravitate towards when I do use this palette. Any pinky purple look you've seen me rocking on TikTok or Instagram recently has been with this palette. I have just been so hooked on it, and when I first tried it, I'm like, you know, it's probably gonna be like average at best. So just because my experience with Morphe hasn't been the greatest, they're kind of hit or miss, but this palette's actually really, really nice. If you do support Morphe and you do buy from them, I mean, I'm not disappointed in this at all. The shadows are very pigmented. Some of the shadows don't blend that well together just because purples are kind of trickier. But for the most part, I mean, I've created some beautiful eye looks with this palette. I do plan to continue to use it. And it's so weird for me to say that I've been using pinks and purples because I've just never liked pink and purple makeup until like right now. Like before, when I was still blonde, you would never see me in a pink and purple eye look. Like you just wouldn't. Like I usually played with like neutrals, greens and blues. Like that was kind of it for me, maybe like a hot red. But now that I have purple hair with some pink in it, I feel like these tones look so good on me, whereas before I never liked them on me, but now like it's a whole vibe. It's like a whole pinky purple mythical vibe. So yeah, I've been loving this palette with my hair. I think if I was still blonde, I probably would not like this palette as much on me just because I'm not like a pink purple girl. I say with pink and purple hair. I know, I make no damn sense. If you like your pinks and purples, I'd recommend it. Again, this is like I think $40-ish because it is like the bigger Morphe palette, but I mean, you get quite a bit of shades. This palette is literally so, I can't get over how big this palette is. Like no other makeup palette is this big. Let me compare it to Bare Necessities. Like, it eats Bare Necessities for breakfast. Are you kidding me? Like this is such a big mega palette. So yeah, I know, shocker, Morphe, Ally, who would have thought, but yeah, this Morphe palette isn't too shabby. Oh my god. So sticking with the eyeball theme here, I have found my perfect pair of lashes. And when I first got them in the mail, I was like, those are quite large. I don't think they're gonna fit my small eyes because I have very small eyes, as you guys can see. You can see me on camera. Well, most of you can. I mean, if you're blind, then no, you cannot. Sorry. Sorry, that was so insensitive. I apologize. But I was scrolling through TikTok one day and I saw this girl talking about these lashes she bought off Amazon. They were only $8 for like this huge pack of them, and they looked so stunning on her eyes, but they were huge. Like these were big Mama Jamma drama lashes, and I was like, I'll buy them because they're only like $8 or $9, but I was like, I don't know if they're gonna work for me. Like, maybe if I do like a triple fucking cut crease, maybe it'll be appropriate for me. But I tried these on. These are the pure, ooh, don't think I can pronounce that, but that's the name of the lashes. That's the brand on Amazon. I will link them down below, of course. And here's what they look like in the packaging. I mean, look at those. Those look like spiders. They look huge. But they are the lashes I have on my eyes today, and they are so flattering once you cut them down to your eye shape. Oh my god, these are so beautiful. I mean, let me get close for you guys. I mean, just like, look at me. Look at my lashes. You're gonna tell me those aren't beautiful? You're a liar. I just feel so pretty with these, and I can rewear these so many times. So not only are you getting like, how many pairs? Two? I think you get 12 or 14 pairs in this pack. So not only are you getting 12 or 14 pair of eyelashes for $8, you can rewear these so many times. The only reason I've gone through as many as I have is I keep getting drunk at a friend's house and leaving my eyelashes there. So yeah, if it wasn't for me being intoxicated, I probably would have more of these lashes still left because this particular pair I have in my eyes right now, I've been wearing for 4 days and they're still like fine. Like I could probably get another good 7 to 10 wears out of these. And I know it sounds gross. I know some people wear like a pair of lashes once and then throw them out. I am cheap and I would never do that with any lash. Even if it was like a cheap pair of lashes, I would still try to wear it like at least twice just to like get my money's worth. But with these, literally you just pick like the glue off and like you just like, you know, rinse them a little bit. Perfect, good to go. You can rewear these so many times and they're so pretty. I look so like, whew, like fluttery and flirtatious. I know I'm going on about these eyelashes and I know a lot of you don't even wear eyelashes, but like if you want to wear eyelashes and you want like to go big or go home, or if you do wear eyelashes and you like your drama, oh my god, these are so worth it. Like I I can't imagine when I'm gonna have to rebuy these next. Like, seriously. I still have 6 pairs left, and as long as I don't keep leaving them at people's houses, I could probably go months without having to buy a pair of lashes. And before, I was spending like 40 bucks a month on lashes because I was constantly having to repurchase lashes because the lashes I was buying before would last me like 3 to 5 wears. So I was spending like 40 bucks a month on lashes. Now I'm gonna spend 8 for a 3-month supply. I'm sold. Well, I have an eyebrow product to talk about. Now, listen, I never do my eyebrows on camera. I don't have eyebrows, and I'm very insecure with the fact that I do not have eyebrows. I was bullied a lot for it in school. I don't know why I don't have eyebrows. Okay, I draw these bad boys on every single day. I don't know what it is. Me and like my mom's whole side of the family, we're not blessed with eyebrows, okay? We just have to draw them on and just suffer through life without eyebrows. It's so tragic. Yeah, I usually do my eyebrows off camera. I never really show me doing my eyebrows because it's just a long process and it's very unrealistic for most people. Like, most people can just use like a brow pen and like be fine. Like, they just fill the middle of it with a pencil and they're good to go. Me, I need the pomade, I need the powder, I need the gel, and then I also need the pencil. So it's a whole 4 to 5 step process, and I never want to make you guys watch me do it because it's just so boring and so tedious. But I have discovered this brow pencil I've been loving to fill in like sparse areas of my eyebrows and make them look a little more fluffy than they usually look. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I have the shade Brown Sugar. I think it's just like their light brown color, I would assume. That's what I bought. I don't know. So one side of this is a pencil. Hold on. So yeah, one side of it you get like a standard skinny little pencil. It's cute. It reminds me of like the Anastasia, the one that's not like a triangle shape, like the skinny one. I don't remember what it's called right now, but it reminds me of that. It's a very good brow pencil, and if you just have like some sparse hairs you need to fill in, perfect. I don't really use the brow pencil side too much. I'm really in love with the ink stain side. This side right here, it's like a little like felt tip like pen. I'll do like some swatches, I guess. It's like that. I know that means nothing to most of you, I'm so sorry. The ink side, I can really get in there and just do fine little hair-like strokes. And before, I was never able to do that because I just didn't have the product that would allow me to do that and still have full eyebrows. But with this bad boy, I can get in there and I can just start to, you know, give myself some like hair-like strokes, and my eyebrows look much more real, I guess. It's not that I ever thought my eyebrows look fake before. Most people do not think my eyebrows are fake when they see me, but now with this, my eyebrows look even more real and more fluffy. It's more of like a catfish technique. Again, if you're somebody that just needs like a little bit of help, I feel like even the pen side would be so nice just to give you some like nice hair-like strokes. You could use the pencil side to like actually draw out the eyebrow and sketch it out, and then use the pen to like fill in. Oh, that'd be so perfect. In the perfect world, if I had eyebrows, that's what I would do every single day. I just like using this as like an extra step to make my eyebrows look more real, because they're not. This is kind of expensive. It's like $20-ish, 18 maybe, I don't know. It's around $18 and $21. Again, I'll link it down below. And I typically don't spend that kind of money on eyebrow products because I do use so much eyebrow products when I do my makeup every day, and like I like to keep it pretty cheap in that area, but this has been pretty worth it, and I can see myself repurchasing this because of how impressed I have been with my eyebrows recently. I feel like I've talked about this next product before in a favorites video, but for the life of me, I cannot remember, and I'm too lazy to go check. So I'm possibly talking about this product for a second time in a row, and I do apologize if that's the case, but you know, it's good. It's worth mentioning twice. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I never tried the original Camo Concealer. I had a concealer I enjoyed at the time that came out, so I never bothered trying it. But at the time that this one came out, I was running low on my other concealers. And I was like, you know what? I'll try this out. It's only like $6 from the drugstore. Not a big deal. And I am so glad I made the decision to purchase this because it's been a life changer. I now have a $6 concealer I'm obsessed with, and for the past 2 years, I haven't had a very inexpensive concealer that's been like my go-to. I've been using Too Faced Born This Way and like Tarte Shape Tape. Very expensive concealers. They're like $20-ish. And I was just spending so much money on concealer because, again, concealer only lasts me like a month and a half, roughly speaking. So to spend $20 on concealer every month and a half was just getting so ridiculous. So the fact that I now have a $6 concealer that compares so heavily to my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Use Concealer. Such a long name, I know. But yes, this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer literally is like a straight up dupe for the Too Faced one, but even more coverage than the Too Faced one, if that makes sense. So if you've heard people raving about the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and you've always wanted to try it, try this out first. Try this out first. It's super full coverage, very hydrating. I have it on my under eyes right now. I know I have to get close to the camera again. I apologize. But I have it on my under eyes right now. My under eyes never look dry and crepey with this. They always look so hydrated, so like smooth and perfected. I have been just in love with this concealer. I have used a couple different powders with it, and overall I haven't found a powder yet that does not go well with this. Like every powder I have used with this concealer has not made the concealer bad anyway, so it's a pretty universal concealer. I feel like most people could use it on their skin. If you're super oily, maybe not for you, but if you have combo skin or dry skin, I feel like even mature skin would love this concealer as well, because even though it is full coverage, it's not like heavy and it's not crepey and it's not gonna like stick into your bags or wrinkles, because I do have some under eye bags because I just never used to sleep. I'm getting better at sleeping, but I never used to sleep, and so I do have, you know, some bags under my eyes from that time in my life, and I never feel like this concealer settles in there. I can blend it out, set it with powder, and I'm good to go. So I feel like, again, this is a very universal concealer for like pretty much any age range, any skin type besides maybe oily. Sorry to my oily friends out there, I don't know, because my skin's not oily anymore. It used to be oily. I'm starting to get kind of dry now. I don't know if the shade range is good. I want to say it was like, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but e.l.f. never really has that great a shade range. If you can find your shade in this, I would recommend it, but I cannot remember for life of me if the shade range was good or not. Like, I just can't remember. I want to say probably not the best. Sorry, e.l.f. I do have one more makeup product I want to talk about here, and then two more lifestyle products. This next makeup product is going to be so shocking again to you guys, because I was just never into pinks and purples. I will say it again. I know I mentioned it with the Morphe palette, but I was just never into pinks and purples. I always wore like a nude lip with like the tiniest flesh of pink in there, but like mainly nude, like no pink whatsoever on my lips, cheeks, anywhere, just always oranges and peaches and nudes. But again, with my hair now being purple, things have been changing. I'm just liking different makeup colors on me. I'm enjoying different color schemes on my face. It's weird. This product I've had for like ever. Like, I've had this product for over a year now, and I just never used it, and now all of a sudden it's like my favorite lipstick. The Dose of Colors times Desi and Katie, a mauve story. I have it on my lips right now. I've just been so hooked on this mauve color, and it's so weird. I was never a mauve girl. I had a friend and she would only wear like mauve lipstick. I just would look at her and she would look so pretty with it, but like I could never rock it. Like, every time I put a mauve on, I was like, I looked bad. Like, I don't know what it was. I just never liked mauve tones on me. It wasn't for me. But now I feel like it looks like a very acceptable nude. You can't even tell it really is like a mauve. Like, it just looks so flattering with my skin right now. Not to like toot my own horn, but you know. Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into me, but this mauve lip is so pretty. This isn't a liquid lipstick, this is like a lip cream, and I'm not a liquid lipstick kind of person. I like my lip creams, my lip sticks, anything that's like soft on my lips, I like. I don't like the drying, crusty liquid lipsticks. That's not for me, never has been me. Maybe it was 16-year-old Ally's thing, but we have matured since then. We're different people now. And I like my soft, kissable, juicy, soft looking lips, and this is just so perfect. Very comfortable formula. It doesn't last the longest, so you do have to reapply it as you eat and talk and just live your life throughout the day, but it's so worth it in my opinion because the color is just so pretty. Again, let me get, you know, all up in your business and show you my beautiful crusty lips. I just said they weren't crusty, now I'm saying they're crusty. I don't know anything. But here's the lip color up and close. I just think it's so pretty. I am so in love with this color. I think it's stunning. I never liked it before on me. I always thought it was like a pretty shade, but it just never looked good on me until now. So I'm gonna talk about it now, even though I've had it for over a year. And I don't actually know if it's available still, now I think about it, because it is a collab. I think it's still available though. I will try to link it down below. If it's not available, I deeply apologize. These next two things I got off Amazon. I have been an Amazon whore recently. I have been buying so much off Amazon. It's becoming an issue. Like, I'm buying things I never would have thought I even needed off Amazon, but just because I see it, I'm like, I need it. Plus, there's like hundreds of TikTok accounts of like things you need from Amazon and Amazon must-haves, and I just keep saving those videos and buying things. I have so much stuff that I just never needed before, but now that I have it, I can't live without it. Anyways, this first thing, it's not what you think. It's not what you think it is. Get your mind out of the gutter, okay? This is for your scalp. Yeah. So this little thingy here, it was like $5 or $6 off Amazon, and it is a hair scalp massaging shampoo brush. I will link it down below along with everything else. This little nifty device has been a lifesaver, especially with me and my crusty, dusty dandruff. I know, TMI, no one cares about my dandruff, but your girl's got dandruff, and I know other people out there do too, and you know what, it's fine. We're doing our best to take care of it, okay? And this thing has came in handy with my crusty flakes on my scalp. I'm so disgusting, I'm so sorry. Anyways, this thing, you put it in your palm of your hand like this, you squirt your shampoo onto the bristles here, and at first when I got this in the mail, the bristles felt kind of hard. I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. But when it's wet and has a shampoo on it and like you start rubbing it into your scalp, I don't want to ruin my hair, so I'm not gonna like do it for you guys. But when you like really rub it into your scalp with your shampoo, it feels so great. It feels like someone's just scratching your head. You know when dogs like itch behind their ear? I feel like this is like the human version of itching behind your ear for a dog. And it really just massages the scalp. So not only does it feel good, but if you do have dandruff, you know that you just have like flakes like stuck to your scalp that you have to like really scrub with your fingers and stuff like that when you do wash your hair. With this, it just gets in there and it really pushes your dead skin around. This sounds so nasty, I'm so sorry. But it really does like push your dead skin around and it like gets all of that out. And like, I just remember the first time I used this in the shower, I was like, maybe it's a little gimmicky. It probably won't work that well. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I just couldn't believe how like nice my scalp felt, because my scalp always just feels so dry and I always have to use so much leave-in conditioner and hair oils, and I constantly have to do hair masks because I just have very dry hair through and through. I couldn't just believe like how not dry my scalp felt. Like even now my scalp doesn't feel as nearly as dry. Such a helper. Even just like doing this feels fantastic. But yeah, if you do suffer from dandruff, which I feel like more people do than they want to admit, and that's okay. That's all right. So if you have dandruff, even if you don't have dandruff, this is just a great thing just to massage your scalp with, honestly, with your shampoo. Really gets in there and cleans your skin. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I can never imagine washing my hair without this now. It's been just a whole game changer. Never going back. This last product is literally a knockoff for an expensive product. The last thing I have here are some knockoff AirPods from Amazon. Now I've only had these for a couple weeks, so I can't say like how long they last quite yet. But here's the thing, I have been going to the gym more. I know I've mentioned that in a couple videos now, but I've been going to the gym every single night after work, 5 days a week. I only had like regular headphones at first, and I'd always have to remember to bring like that little white cord, you know, that you need for your iPhone to connect your like headphones to, because you know, Apple decided to get rid of the headphone jack on their phones. Stupid. Good business move for them, but just irritating for me. But I was constantly having to remember to bring that part from my car to the gym and then bring it back into my car. And I did lose it a couple of times and had to repurchase the little connector device. And that was annoying the piss out of me. And not only that, it's like hard to work out and use the machines with headphones in your ears, especially if you don't have pockets in your leggings, which most of my workout pants did not have pockets. So I just couldn't even listen to music most of the time because I didn't have like a place to put my phone and like also have my headphones in my ear and like not have my phone just dangling around. It was just really annoying to go to the gym every night and not be able to wear headphones for the majority of my workout because I just didn't have a place to put them. I really wanted AirPods, but I did not want to spend the $160, $180 that AirPods are. That's just crazy to me. There are some things where people will spend a lot of money on that. I'm like, how do you convince yourself that $100 and some odd dollars on headphones is acceptable? And I'm sure they're probably worth of it, and my dupes are probably like really janky and cheap, and they're probably nothing in comparison to the real AirPods. I don't know because I don't have them and I don't care to have them because I'm cheap. Anyways, I am so dramatic, I am so sorry. But anyways, I did pick up these cheap AirPod dupes off Amazon. They were $35. Even $35 for headphones, I was like, it's a little steep. But I accepted it because I do like the fact that they are Bluetooth wireless headphones. Like, I love the fact that I can just put these in my ears and be on my way. But yeah, I just love that these can be in my ears, connected to my phone through Bluetooth. I can put my phone pretty much anywhere, just like on the machine, and have music playing while I work out. It's the best thing in the world. I know AirPods have been like a thing for like a year or two now. I get it, I'm late to the trend. I'm just so happy with this purchase. These have been such a lifesaver for the gym. I used to get so pissed off every night at the gym that I did not have headphones for my weightlifting routine. On the treadmill and doing like my yoga afterwards and stuff like that, I could of course listen to music, but for like my whole actual like working out, pumping weights, I had no music and it was so frustrating. So yeah, I have these, they're great. The charge lasts forever. I only charge these like every other day, and even then I could probably go a little longer without charging them, but I only charge them every other day. They're really nice. I do need to get a case for them, just they're like cuter and more secure and safe. But yeah, I haven't had a problem with them at all. They do have like a little sensor, like if you touch like the actual base of it, it does pause the music for you through your phone. I haven't had a problem with them yet. They were a little difficult to get used to because I just wasn't used to having Bluetooth headphones before. I wasn't really sure what to expect, so it was kind of like a learning curve for me at first. Again, I can't say how long these are gonna last me, but for 35 bucks, I'm not mad. Even if they only last me like 6 to 8 months, that's better than buying fucking AirPods. I just can't. Wow, I didn't have a lot to talk about, but I sure did talk for a long time. We're currently at 35 minutes of me just rambling. Y'all signed up for this, okay? I'm not making you watch it. You chose to watch this video. Do with that information what you will. But yeah, guys, those are my current favorites, my current obsessions, things I could not be living without right now. I've just been so hooked on these. All of these products are such staples in my everyday life. It's kind of unreal. I would love to hear some products that you guys are using right now, whether it be makeup, lifestyle, health, any kind of favorite you've been using lately. Let me know down below. I'm so interested to hear what you guys have been loving and fangirling over, fanboying over, whatever gender you are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.